to Busia. The event, which kicked off 4 days ago, highlights the growing need to address the impact of arthritis, a condition that contributed to 84 deaths in Kenya in 2020, according to the World Health Organization. The initiative aims to complete the construction of a specialized arthritis center in Lukuyani, Kakamega County.
We realize that arthritis is a threat globally and also to Kenya. Yeah, the recent studies have told us that around 18% of the Kenyan population, that's almost close to 10 million people, risk permanent disability because of arthritis. There's still very limited data, but if I'm to quote a few studies that have been done recently, yeah, there was one that was done within the urban settings of Nairobi, where about 46% of the respondents that were interviewed had symptoms of arthritis, of which around 25% of that population had diagnosed arthritis.
Tunajaribu kuchanga hela pia kujenga hospitali ya arthritis pale hapa Kakamega County, sehemu inaitwa Lukuyani, in a village called Machine. That's what we are trying to do. Na tunaomba aswa tupate support kutoka kwenye nyinyi pale nje.
So yangu tu ni kuwahimiza wenye wako na ulemavu pale nje na wenzetu hao wengine wote waweze waka support initiative.
Tumejitokeza sio sababu ya kuwa tunataka tu kutembea, bali ni lengo la kuwa tunataka tuhakikishe maradhi haya ya baridi yameondoka ama yamepungua zaidi nchini.
I would like to encourage young ladies, our mothers, women out there to also do cycling. It's good for their health.
Neema Mercy Children's Home in Nairobi was the beneficiary of an early Christmas donation from DDB Global Advertising Agency. The agency took the opportunity to urge Kenyans to embrace the spirit of giving this festive season, as many families continue to struggle amidst the ongoing economic challenges in the country. DDB Global advised those celebrating to be mindful of their spending, particularly heading to the financial pressures of January. They further called on the government to implement policies that foster job creation and support economic growth. Neema Mercy Children's Home Management expressed heartfelt thanks for the donation, urging the public to continue supporting the less fortunate.
What has brought us here is to share our small gifts with them, to share our love with them, and to show them that there is hope. And you know, they are not alone, we are with them. As Kenyans and every other persons, we get so excited during festivity period, we celebrate, you know, but we forget that budget is coming during New Year. My advice to all of us, as much as we are celebrating, let us remember that feast is coming. Let us remember that other expenses are coming. So celebrate carefully, have a budget spared for your children to go to school, and also take good care of your life.
Nasema ni Mungu, kwa sababu si wengi wanaweza kumbuka mahali hapa, lakini tuko na DDB wameweza kutukumbuka na pia kukumbuka watoto. Naweza sema Mungu awabariki.
In a gesture to pass on the festive cheer, Gravity Amusement Park has announced a special initiative this festive season, allowing everyone to join in the holiday spirit regardless of their financial situation. The park's leadership explained that given the current economic challenges many Kenyans are facing, they wanted to provide an opportunity for everyone to celebrate the holidays. They also urged the public to be mindful of their spending to avoid financial difficulties in January.
We are allowing the members of the public to come. They can come with their food and drinks and just up a place where they can enjoy Christmas outside their home environment. Families can come together, maybe bring some food and come and enjoy, or they can pass through a restaurant. Instead of sitting in a restaurant in an closed environment, they can come and enjoy Christmas in a different way from the norm.
Hii pahali hawako restricted. You can come with your own food from outside, mkuje muenjoyigi huku na hawakuulizi, wanawapea tent yenyu, viti zenyu, you enjoy your food, kila kitu. Kile watu walipisha tu ni hiyo 1000 per head, but not the watoto hawalipishi kitu yote.
Scientists in Kenya say they are studying a mealworm native to Africa that can consume and biodegrade plastic. Experts report the mealworm produces enzymes that can help break down plastic waste.
Evelyn Wamboi and other scientists are busy working at this lab at the International Center for Insect Physiology and Ecology, or ICIPE, in Nairobi. She says they are studying a type of mealworm that can eat and break down plastics.
This insect is going to be of help because we've identified, first, it can consume the plastic, especially the styrofoam, and two, it has a group of bacteria that is helping in the plastic degradation process.
Wamboi and fellow scientist Crisanta Zimbi Tanga are among 4 ICIPE experts who co-authored a September report in the journal Nature.
The advantage with this insect is that it is native to Kenya and in Africa in general, compared to the other mealworm that has been described in other parts of the world, like the yellow mealworm. And so this makes us to have a home-based solution, and an insect that has adapted to our climatic environment, has been able to survive and thrive within the environment.
The UN Environment Programme says plastic pollution is one of the biggest environmental challenges facing the world. There are more than 400 million tons of plastic produced annually, but less than 10% get recycled. The scientists at ICIPE are studying ways to collect the bacteria living in the worm's guts and find out whether they can be used to manage plastic waste.
Those bacteria can be harnessed from the insect, and then we do a scale up of, produce millions and millions of these bacteria that can be used to degrade the polystyrene waste.
But some environmental activists aren't convinced the findings will solve the plastic waste problem.
We've only found insects that only degrade a certain type of plastics, polystyrene, PET, and we have a lot of forms of plastics. So what of the other forms of plastics? And also, once these insects have eaten these plastics, what is the byproduct?
We are not saying that it's a silver bullet, but what we are saying is that it could be an integrated approach in plastic management. If you can bring down plastic degradation by 30 to 50%, that would be a very huge impact in terms of waste management in the continent.
Mutwal says the best way to address the plastic problem is to produce less of it.
So you have a lot of problematic and unnecessary plastics like the sachets, the PET bottles, which we really do not need, which like straws and the rest. We need to cut the production of those ones.
Mutwal says Kenya is one of the 34 countries that have banned single-use plastic bags in Africa as the continent continues to grapple with the problem of plastic pollution.
And that update draws Newscat to a close. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Harriet Chimeno. Our sign language interpreter has been Rose Wahome. Good afternoon.
Listen up. Quality is on a mission. It makes our gums happy and our teeth